There is an underground mansion. Actually terrifying to know that this exists.
They just uncovered tunnels underneath his house.
Diddy's?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that I was telling you about. Right.
I mean, for the right paper, anything's possible, Conan.
I am the hardest hustler in the world. Don't tell me about.
About my party, they're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me.
When they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put them to sleep.
The FBI just uncovered secret tunnels at Diddy's place, linking back to Michael Jackson's mansion. And strange finds like kids' clothes have people freaking out. What on earth is happening right now? Lately, everyone's buzzing about these secret tunnels beneath Diddy's mansion, and honestly, it's hard not to raise an eyebrow. Imagine Hollywood Hills filled with creepy hidden passageways connecting celebs' homes. It's all kicked into gear after Diddy got hit with some serious charges, including trafficking and racketeering. This isn't just gossip, it's major stuff, and it's bringing all kinds of secrets to light. Remember back in March when his house was raided? That was a whole operation, with the authorities probably crawling through every nook and cranny of his massive estate. And let's be real, Hollywood homes are notorious for being like a maze, where what looks like a bookshelf could be hiding a secret door to who knows where. Now, thanks to TikTok and other platforms, a wave of conspiracy theories have taken over, with whispers suggesting that Diddy's place is connected to none other than Michael Jackson's old estate through a hidden underground tunnel. How wild is that? This chatter really picked up some steam with Diddy's legal troubles. He's facing a whopping 120 violent allegations. Some videos even hinted that the discovery of this tunnel might lead to a reopening of the investigation into Michael Jackson's death. That's some serious intrigue right there. Now, think about secret pathways linking the lives of some of the biggest names in entertainment, and it's all been kept hush-hush until now. People can't help but wonder what else is lurking beneath the surface. Secrets that could change everything we think we know. Who knows what Diddy was really up to in those tunnels? The sheer idea of these hidden spaces sparks so many questions. Were they just for show, or were there darker reasons behind their existence? And what kind of items or secrets might be stashed away down there? As the buzz around Diddy and his supposed underground tunnels keeps swirling, the authorities are stepping in, asking folks to chill and not jump on unverified info floating around internet. Of course, they want to keep the real story under wraps, so it makes sense they'd rather control what people hear. A popular Twitter account, The Pop Things, stirred up some excitement by claiming there's a tunnel in Diddy's home. And it gets wild from there. They say the interior of Diddy's mansion features a private theater that can fit 35 people, a fully stocked gym, and even a wine room. But the standout feature is this mysterious underwater tunnel that leads to a grotto right inside the mansion. People have been throwing around ideas that this tunnel could connect to the nearby Playboy mansion, which is just a hop away from Diddy's place. Social media is going nuts, with posts claiming that the FBI discovered tunnels under Diddy's home that might link to Michael Jackson's old place. There's even a TikTok saying Diddy's team got all nervous and tried to block access to the tunnel, begging agents not to go in. So what's the deal? Apparently the FBI was tipped off by neighbors who noticed some strange activity after Diddy's arrest. When agents arrived, they found his team acting pretty jittery, trying to keep them from going inside, but the agents pressed on and started their search. While looking around, they spotted something odd on the floor near Diddy's bed that looked freshly disturbed. So one of the officers moved the bed aside and, guess what? They uncovered a secret entrance hidden under a rug. Curiosity piqued, the officers decided to check it out, but Diddy's team was freaking out, desperately trying to stop them from going down into the passage. But the officers weren't having it, they were determined to see what was down there. As the officers went deeper into the tunnel, the vibe got real intense. The walls looked freshly constructed, almost like someone had built them in a hurry and then just ditched the place. With each step, they stumbled upon some really unsettling stuff scattered on the floor, including clothing. Yeah, you heard that right, children's clothing. That kind of discovery would definitely send chills down anyone's spine. When they finally reached the tunnel's end, what they found was so shocking that they instantly called for backup. It wasn't just the clothing that had them rattled, the whole situation was getting out of hand. The buzz around Diddy and the recently discovered tunnel at his LA mansion is really something else. This underwater swimming tunnel leads into a mysterious grotto that feels like it's straight out of a movie, hinting at both ancient and modern uses of caves. Even though the feds have yet to drop any photos or concrete evidence about it, the mainstream media is quick to dismiss any connection to the nearby Playboy Mansion, which is just a stone's throw away. But come on, how can they be so sure? It's like they're telling us not to look too closely when there are so many whispers in the air. Another wild theory that popped up during the raids was about Diddy possibly escaping through an underground tunnel. With his Miami property, there's talk of a quick getaway to the Bahamas via boat. And let's be real, if Diddy has planned escape routes for his places, it kinda sheds light on why he might have those tunnels. Who knows what else might be down there? If you're curious about where Diddy supposedly hosted his infamous underground parties, brace yourself. There's an actual underground mansion. We're talking tennis courts, indoor pools, and even a marble ballroom, all 10 floors below ground. Can you imagine? Ali Carter once talked about this underground ballroom, and it's wild to think about being so deep underground with zero cell service. Fast forward to March 2024 and both Diddy's LA and Miami properties got raided by Homeland Security. His LA mansion is in that fancy Beverly Hills area, not too far from the Playboy Mansion. However, there's no solid evidence linking the two places with underground tunnels, despite some rumors suggesting that the Playboy Mansion has its own underground system connecting to nearby homes. A staff member even said those tunnels were sealed up back in 1989. Diddy's LA home just hit the market before his arrest, listed at a whopping $61 million. This place is huge, with 10 bedrooms, 13 bathrooms, and even a 2-story guest house. He's been thinking about selling it since his daughters are growing up and getting ready to move out. Back in 2014, when Diddy bought this European-style pad, it was mentioned that it had a lagoon-style swimming pool and a grotto with an underwater swimming tunnel. Pretty cool, right? Now, with all the buzz about more tunnels, it makes you wonder what other surprises this fancy house might be hiding. There's definitely more to this mansion than what you see on the surface. Now, during the raids in March 2024 on both Diddy's Miami and LA homes, investigators found more than just tunnels. They are and items related to what have been described as freak-off parties. These parties reportedly featured elaborate performances that Diddy organized, often involving people he allegedly coerced into participating, with help from associates linked to his business. According to the indictment document, they transported and used workers for these parties, sometimes crossing state lines, and forced them to take which raises serious questions about consent. Diddy is accused of distributing various controlled substances to keep these individuals compliant and obedient. It gets even darker, as he supposedly recorded videos of these activities with commercial workers. After these intense parties, both Diddy and the participants typically required IV fluids to recover from the physical toll. Also, this wasn't just random. Diddy's entire team was said to be involved in ensuring these events went off without a hitch. They handled everything from booking hotel rooms to stocking them with items like baby oil and even cleaning up afterward to conceal what had happened. The freak-off parties were said to be pretty violent. Diddy allegedly hurt his victims by kicking them, throwing things at them, and dragging them by their hair. Some of these attacks left injuries that took weeks to heal. If someone resisted or tried to say no, they faced threats about their careers, making them feel like they had no choice but to go along with what Diddy wanted. There was a constant fear of getting hurt or facing emotional abuse, as Diddy reportedly used recordings from these encounters to keep them quiet. So, with all that being said, who do you think might end up being held accountable alongside Diddy? And regarding those mysterious tunnels, what are your thoughts on them? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be back with another video soon.